Alright, so I just completed a 36-hour fast, and throughout that time, there are a lot of things that came to my mind that I felt I just needed to share because when you fast for such a long duration, I feel that your body gets put into a state where you're facing something that's so unfamiliar because food is such a physiological need that it's rare that we just go so long without it. So when you repress a desire such as that for a specific time period, you kind of face your real self. And in that, I want to start off by talking about how throughout my fast, I just felt more deeply rooted within myself in terms of just feeling every part of my body. And the quickest way to access the present moment is to get in the body to escape the egoic mind. And throughout the fast, as the time progressed, I realized that I was more deeply rooted within my body. And from there, I was more tapped in with myself, like multiple thoughts about different things and having a monkey mind that's just, excuse me, just flowing from thought to thought. And within that, there was a lot of quiet. And within that quiet, I guess I got to really listen to who I really am, what my real desires are, what really fuels me. And in that time period, you recognize that a lot of things about yourself, well, I wouldn't say a lot of things about yourself, but you can see what's a truth and you can see what's a lie and what really serves you and what doesn't. I adjusted the camera angle a bit, but another thing that came to my mind while I was on this fast is just, well, this is a little bit more personal, but just the appreciation of self. And what I mean by that is, um, I look at my life through the lens of the things I've done, the things I've accomplished, which are actually so many. But sometimes you get caught up in trying to get so much more, and then trying to get so much more, it makes you kind of not appreciate yourself so much because you've accomplished some things, but then you haven't got to that specific point that you know you could get to. And each and every day, you kind of just see yourself running this little race that seems like it may never end. And at times, I would tie my identity and worth to these accomplishments, and seeing that through a different lens with a clearer mind and a clearer sense of being helped me to recognize that I needed to just see myself through the lens of a person existing, not accomplishments, not failures, not success, not the times I stood tall or got defeated, but just me being, and the fact that I'm existing, the fact that I'm here is enough for me to appreciate. And of course, like I've recognized this before, but when since I was doing it on my fast and it kind of just came to my mind, it made that appreciation a little bit more different rather than me trying to force that thought, you know? So I guess I could just say and sum it all down to I got the awareness of appreciating self for self alone. and not for anything external. The last thing I realized while I was completing this fast was the importance of consistency in all aspects of life. As someone who's a professional basketball player, who's written a book, who's gotten a master's degree, I know the importance of consistency. But interestingly enough, consistency doesn't show up in all facets of my life. So I wondered why certain things like journaling or just staying grounded in the midst of adversity can become quite challenging for me at times. And I recognize that it's all about your awareness towards that thing. So, for example, as a basketball player, waking up at 6 a.m. to go to the gym and work on my basketball skills is very easy for me because it's something I'm aware of and I know it helps me progress in my game. But doing something like journaling or just staying, excuse me, rooted within myself in the midst of adversity can seem challenging because it's something that I have not quite put as something that's the norm, you know? So I feel that just growing in my awareness of that specific thing requires me to apply myself in that way by becoming more aware of the situation itself and the fact that that's something that I actively want to improve and work on.